Honestly, we can talk about clothes and fashion and standards of dress all day, and there are a million things that we can talk about, but here's another example that might resonate with you. Maybe you guys are familiar with this important cultural ritual known as prom. Now, it doesn't matter if you're Muslim or non-Muslim, but prom has a lot of ritualistic aspects to it. You have to have the right clothes, you have to go with the right people or the right person, you have to be in a certain kind of place and do certain kinds of things and wear specific accessories and rent a limo and on and on and on. And that's a lot of work. It's also a lot of pressure to abide by all these arbitrary customs. But people do it and they have fun and they don't think about it as a burden or overbearing. Why? It's not like prom has any practical utility. It's just an arbitrary event, a social custom. Now, again, you might say that prom is voluntary, whereas Islam has obligatory practices. And so then I say, if you've ever been a high school student in America, you know that prom is not voluntary. Sure, you can skip it, but only at risk of being socially ostracized and being seen as a weirdo. The author of the Short Shorts essay, for example, thinks other Muslims judge her and are intolerant to her because of her choices. But if you really want to feel judgment and intolerance, try being a Muslim senior in high school skipping prom. And the strict social requirements don't go away after you graduate high school. We can talk about tons of other examples like the pressure to drink, the pressure to engage in premarital relations, the hookup culture, and on and on. But really the point is this, and this is kind of the takeaway that I want to emphasize to you all is, whether you're religious or not, whether you subscribe to organized religion or you're just spiritual or whatever, you can't escape strict rules, strict standards of behavior and speech. That's what it means to live in society and be a part of civilization. The only difference is some of those requirements we experience as burdensome and others we don't really think twice about or don't even think of them as requirements as such. The problem is we've been conditioned, heavily conditioned in this day and age to experience the rules of religion as a burden. But in reality, the strictness or burdensomeness of religious rules compared to the tons of arbitrary rules and customs we find throughout every single culture that everyone follows without batting an eye, there's no substantive difference there. So let's just drop this cliche about Islam being so difficult and impractical compared to modern culture because frankly, it's stupid. It's hypocritical and it has no basis in reality. When people single out an Islamic lifestyle as being too burdensome and too hard, what they really mean is this. Look, Islam is not what I'm used to. The Islamic lifestyle is not what I'm personally comfortable with given my background, my upbringing, my education, my culture. The Islamic lifestyle doesn't fit my personal arbitrary definition of normal.